What is up, Beyond the Gates fans? As I said last week, I am traveling, so on the days that I happen to catch Beyond the Gates, I'll give a little update. Today happens to be one of those days, and my audio is probably gonna be shit because I don't have my microphone. But we're gonna go with what I got. I did enjoy today's Monday episode talking about July 21st, 2025, and there was a couple things in the writing that kind of irked me, which I guess we'll get to. But most of the episode was still a lot of fallout from the whole Martin aftermath, the death of Kenny, all of that good stuff. The Nicole stuff was the most interesting to me, though. I enjoyed seeing Nicole confront Ted, most of all. And to me, Nicole is 100% right when she confronts Ted. Anytime lately she's confronted Ted. I do like that Ted pushes back now because with the new Ted, this hasn't always been the case. But this is the case this time. Nicole talking about how Ted once again keeping quite a big secret from her, and she's just upset in general why people always are keeping secrets from her. And I don't blame her for being angry. And it was pretty annoying when Ted tried to call Nicole out for being self pitying. Like, Ted be taking it way too far. And that's part of the writing that irked me in today's episode is that I don't understand what the show wants from us when it comes to Ted and Nicole. Are we supposed to not be rooting for them to get back together? That does seem to be the case because the way they were in Ted to be so soft when it comes to Leslie's villainous ways, but lately pushing back on Nicole's feelings about Ted, he doesn't come off very good. But because of that, it makes me wonder why, per usual, again, why they recast Ted in the first place. But they did, and I thought they were doing it because we're supposed to root for Ted to be able to be the good guy to get Nicole back. But that is not happening. So Ted annoyed me today. He's been very stupid with the whole Nicole stuff. And I think Nicole is right to try and take the steps to end their marriage and go through with the divorce. That seems to be the way Nicole is going, and I don't blame her for that. Now, on the other side of things, Vernon and Anita were talking about Nicole's reaction to all of this, and they decided to call Dani over because Dani needs to know what's happening with her sister. And so Dani got told by Vernon, Anita, and Martin the details of what happened the night when Martin and Vernon were attacked by the bigoted whites. And so Dani had her reaction. And later, when Nicole showed up, they decided to all leave Nicole alone with Martin, which was a good moment because we got to see Nicole do what she's wanted to do since learning this information, in my opinion, and that is comfort Martin. She was there for Martin as a mother. Despite being angry that this information is being kept from her, we got to see the other layers of Nicole in mother mode, and that was nice because I don't feel like we get a lot of Nicole being able to be motherly to Martin. So I like that as well, and I like the end of the episode when Dani was left to comfort her sister, trying to tell Nicole that family is not the enemy, so she needs to stop pushing them away. So, yeah, I thought the Nicole stuff was the best stuff today, but there was some other good stuff as well. The Jacob and Naomi dynamic is once again getting to a point where it was when the show first started. Jacob was telling Naomi about how Marcel found a body at the same time that Martin called off the press conference, that Smitty's gone quiet and it has something to do with Martin. Jacob is trying to be a detective. He usually fails at doing so, it seems like, but he's a typical soap opera cop, soap opera detective. They hardly are able to crack the case. But he's trying. He's really thinking this over, trying to find out all the connections, and he's pretty certain that this not only has something to do with Martin, but also his father, Elon. And so we get this character of Jacob that is a goody two shoes. He's always wanting to uphold the law because that's his duty as a police officer. He's a straight laced police officer. Most probably aren't. So I commend Jacob for trying to be that way. And then on the other side of the coin is Naomi, who is always about trying to put family first. You know, the Duprees have done a good job of instilling in her that it's the Duprees first, must protect the family. We see how far Anita and Vernon are always willing to go to do that. And so Naomi definitely has that side in her. She is a typical Dupree when it comes to that. And once again, it seems as though Jacob's morals are going to clash with Naomi's family first way of thinking. And I want to see whose side I end up taking this go round. Because the first time it happened, I was kind of on Jacob's side, but I also do understand Naomi's family first and that this family always protects each other. And I also like Naomi bringing up that Jacob should really think about this before it becomes Jacob versus his father. He needs to put his own family first too. It's a good thing for these two characters. I like that this is an issue they've already had and we get to revisit it and see it evolve this go round. Another problem I had with today's writing, though, was it's Derek and Ashley. We had Derek and Shanice scenes again. I like them. I do think they actually do have chemistry. But the way they wrote the characters today was Derek trying to make Ashley jealous with Shanice, and Ashley trying to make Derek jealous with Andre. And I just don't get what they want from us as viewers with the Ashley and Derek dynamic. They wrote Ashley and Derek, and I feel like they even made the actors act in a way that Ashley and Derek just were not compatible, that they had no chemistry whatsoever. Because Derek with Shanice, he really tries to have chemistry with Shanice, and it works. But with Ashley, there's nothing. So if they started that way in the first place, my question is why? But now it's an even bigger why are we still trying to make this about Derek and Ashley trying to make each other jealous? If you wrote it and it was acted in a way when Derek and Ashley didn't have chemistry and we didn't give a shit about that relationship, why are we now acting like these two are trying to make each other jealous and still might want each other? I don't know. I'd rather they just go full steam ahead with the Shanice and Derek relationship. There's a little something there. I do find them entertaining together, and there is chemistry. Ashley and Andre, still don't feel it. Although Ashley was a little less annoying today, I will say. Maybe Andre can make Ashley less annoying over time. It's doubtful, but maybe. The only other thing that went on today was Chelsea confronting Bill about him slacking on the lawsuit against Chelsea and her purse that's supposedly being copied. It's hard for me to care about that side of the storyline, but it gave us more Bill because later in the episode, Ted and Bill kind of commiserated together. Bill and Ted are definitely two characters that need an excellent adventure because right now, the way their lives are going with their relationships, it's not working out. Although, Bill and Haley are supposedly happy, they just don't have chemistry. Ted learned from Bill that Kenny died. Ted immediately asked what Bill did, or what he did to Ted. What he did to Kenny. And so Ted kind of seems to know Bill's ways. And Bill didn't necessarily deny it. Ted also asked what they should do now, and Bill says it's up to them to leave it up to Elon and Marcel to take care of it. And we also got Bill saying how he doesn't feel bad about Kenny being dead after what he tried to do to Samantha and Tyrell. Once again, what I didn't like about these scenes was Ted. Not the acting, but the writing. Once again, I just don't know what they want with the character of Ted, and I don't know why they recasted this actor to be Ted, because I felt like Ted should have been way more upset finding out from Bill what Kenny was doing with Samantha and Tyrell. That is Ted's grandchildren. He should be the one really upset about that. Like, I get why Bill is like, it's a good thing Kenny's dead. He was a bigot and he was going after children, teenagers. It fits the character of Bill because he is this big bad villain. But what are we doing with Ted? That's my biggest question with today's episode. What are we doing with Ted? That's all for now. I don't know when I will be back. It's not the best place to record. But when I do catch Beyond the Gates, I will still record videos over the next week and a half while I am still traveling.